In the vast emptiness of space, where no one can hear you scream, there lurks a predator unlike any other. A being born of both organic evolution and the cold, calculated hand of an unknown creator. In this episode of Darkways, we delve into the life and crimes of one of the most terrifying entities ever encountered, the Xenomorph. Our story begins on a remote and hostile moon, LV-26. A moon that would become ground zero for an extraterrestrial species whose very existence defies the boundaries of our understanding. The Xenomorph, a being of mystery and terror, has roots deeply embedded in the history of this desolate world. Dr. Evelyn Klein, xenobiologist.
To understand the Xenomorph, we must first look at the landscape of LV-426. It was here that a long-dormant species was awakened, one with a singular goal, survival. But this was no ordinary species. It was designed, in some ways, for perfection.
Ancient records recovered from derelict ships and abandoned colonies hint at a much older civilization. One that may have engineered the Xenomorph as a weapon. A living bioweapon designed to cleanse worlds and exterminate threats. It was not until the ill-fated voyage of the Nostromo that humanity first came face to face with the Xenomorph. The ship's crew, led by Captain Dallas, unknowingly brought aboard a specimen, an event that would seal their fate. Survivor testimony from the Weyland-Yutani incident report.
It was fast, brutal. There was nothing we could do. We were hunted down, one by one.
Ellen Ripley, the sole survivor, witnessed firsthand the sheer brutality of the Xenomorph. Its ability to adapt, its relentless pursuit of prey, and its unmatched strength and intelligence set it apart as one of the most dangerous creatures in the universe. But what truly sets the Xenomorph apart is its life cycle, a process that is as terrifying as it is efficient. Born from an egg, implanted into a host, and bursting forth in a grotesque display of birth, the Xenomorph's evolution is both rapid and violent. Throughout its existence, the Xenomorph has left a trail of destruction across multiple star systems. But can we truly call these acts crimes, or are they simply the natural instincts of a predator? To answer this, we must examine the events following the Nostromo incident. Intergalactic Law Enforcement Officer Xander Graves.
The Xenomorph doesn't kill for sport or pleasure. Its actions are driven by survival. However, the sheer number of deaths it has caused, the terror it has instilled, makes it one of the most wanted entities in the galaxy.
From the massacre aboard the Nostromo to the colony on LV-426, the Xenomorph has been responsible for the deaths of hundreds, perhaps even thousands, of beings. But what makes these acts truly horrific is the methodical way in which they are carried out. The Xenomorph's intelligence is another factor that elevates its actions to the level of true crime. It is a calculated killer, learning from its prey, adapting to new environments, and exploiting every weakness. After decades of wreaking havoc across the universe, the Xenomorph found itself in an entirely new environment. A twisted, alternate dimension known as the Entity's Realm, a place governed by malevolent forces. Here, it was recruited into a macabre game of cat and mouse, the world of Dead by Daylight. Entity expert, Dr. Harriet Lang.
The Entity's Realm is a place where the boundaries between life and death blur. It's a hunting ground for the world's most dangerous killers, and the Xenomorph fits right in. But even here, it's not just another killer, it's an apex predator.
In this world, the Xenomorph's abilities were amplified, its instincts sharpened. It was no longer just a creature of instinct, but a hunter with a purpose, driven to hunt survivors trapped in this nightmarish game. The Xenomorph quickly adapted to its new surroundings, becoming one of the most feared killers in the game. Its ability to track, stalk, and eliminate survivors with brutal efficiency made it a favorite among those who play as the Entity's chosen killers. The Xenomorph's legacy is one of fear and death, but also one of fascination. Its story has become a cautionary tale, a reminder of what can happen when nature is pushed to its limits and when the unknown is tampered with. Cultural historian Dr. Ashish Patel.
The xenomorph has become more than just a creature, it's a symbol of the dangers that lurk in the unknown and the consequences of humanity's relentless pursuit of power and control. Its story has been told and retold, inspiring countless tales of horror and survival.
And so, the xenomorph story continues, etched into the annals of history as one of the most terrifying entities ever to exist, both in our reality and beyond. As we drift through the stars, we must remember that out there, in the dark corners of the universe, there may be other creatures like the xenomorph, waiting, watching, and ready to strike. Until next time, stay vigilant and remember, sometimes, the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves.